All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Sweet.
Hey,
There we are again.
how's it going, guys?
I hope it's well. It's a whole new year. Hopefully everybody is fantastic. Man, I got a lot of echo in my head for some reason.
I don't know.
Anyhow.
You weren't in here quick enough.
I know. I literally just sat down. I ain't even got my computer opened up yet. But hey, guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining us one more time. And we're kind of trying to get a new role going on for 2020. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the favorite things we had. Hopefully you guys watched our 2020 review. We'll talk a little bit about that. We'll talk about some things we're looking forward to. Mostly we want to talk to you guys about what your favorite things of 2020 is and some things that you are recommending. So have that ready. When we get ready to ask for that later on, we'll want you to chime in.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have Dillon Hasten in later on, we think.
I don't know. I didn't hear back from him. I told him that we go live at 7. He said he'd be here at some point.
So we're hoping he gets down here. And then I want to point out this right here. That isn't a graphic.
No.
That isn't a graphic. That's actually a metal tin on our back wall that 4x4 Brewing gave to us.
Yeah.
And we're tickled to death because we think it's just cool. What is that noise, Lyle?
Hey, that's the air conditioning. If you'll carry this for a minute, I'll go shut it off.
Heavy lifting. Go ahead. So we appreciate 4x4 Brewing. They've actually given us some beer to review, which we've already done. And the episode ain't up yet because I'm very slow at editing. And also they give us these cool looking tins. They give us some shirts, which I think you guys have seen us wear before. And so we're just giving them a little love because we appreciate the heck out of that. It helps us out. It gives us a nice clean look. They give us 2 of those. One of them's up behind the bar and one of them's in here. And hopefully we'll get a few of those and we'll have it looking really cool back here in the back end. But, since that was the first one, we're going to give them some extra special loves.
Hey, I take offense to this comment. I don't know if you showed that while I was gone, but...
No, I haven't even got logged in yet. That's how far behind I am. That got nailed on the wall right before we went live, and then I sat down and I didn't even have my computer plugged in. That's how far behind I am.
I love it.
Let's see. I'm logging in right now, and so which means I better mute this damn thing.
Hey, guess who's here in the other room?
Patrick.
Nope. Our other good friend.
Oh, he did make it. Man, we was so close to calling his ass out and being like, we told this fucker to be here. He didn't be here. So, get him squeeze behind me.
Did you get yourself a glass?
I'm not.
You're going to drink straight from the bottle, huh?
No, I'm not.
Timber back. All right, let's see. Enter the broadcast studio, which I am doing as we speak.
So,
all right.
I hope everyone had a good year. Right? Did you have a good year in 2020? Was it a good year?
I was already muted. My bad. I remuted what I should have already done. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so good. Here's the thing. 2020 was really screwed up. I'll be the first to admit. However, it wasn't that bad of a year for me overall looking back. I didn't have a terrible time. I mean, I wasn't hurting. I was fortunate enough to stay employed the whole year, even though we had a furlough. It happened during the time point whenever they allowed us to draw unemployment with a little extra bonus. So it didn't kill me personally. Now, that's not saying somebody else didn't have a ridiculously bad time, but hopefully everybody else didn't.
I guess it was okay. I don't know. I wouldn't write home
Which one am I, Lyle? 1, 2, or 1? I'm 1.
I don't know.
Check. There we go. Man, that was loud. Sorry. That was really loud in my head. It was like echoing.
So,
Jared, how you doing, man?
not bad. How about you guys?
Not too bad. Not too shabby.
I got home and did a lot of things and cooked dinner and started cleaning up and saw your snaps and texts. I was like, oh.
No, what'd you bring us? What kind of goodies did you bring us?
You've had that.
We've had the 14, but we haven't had the 18, right?
We've had the 18.
Oh, I see how it is. Yeah. See, this is what happens. I see how it is.
All right. So,
okay. Well, let's get on track here. I need a drink. I don't have anything in my glass. I'm not going to use a koozie this time. You know why?
I'm looking for Jared's banner thing. I don't have it anywhere. Where'd it go?
Some cartoon guy sleeping on the couch garage.
Oh,
This doesn't-
talking about 4x4. That's actually probably a pretty good call. Where the heck did I do with Jared's banner? I have one here for Colby, who he's not. I have one here for Tyler, which he's not. Rick's waving a phone at me, but I don't see. My phone's on silent, so.
I'm going to leave. I'm going to be generous, and I'm going to leave some of that for someone else.
Let's see. Oh, Rick said he needs a StreamYard link. Yeah, that's how prepared we are. 2021 is starting off kind of crappy.
We're not well put together.
Oh, this has been okay. I hadn't planned on talking about this, but I will. So I'm dressed a little sharper tonight than I normally would be. I had I had some family pass away this last week, and their visitation was tonight. And so I had to peel out and run over to that and then run back here right before the show, which is why I'm absolutely running behind. I do apologize for that. Probably raise a glass to them. It was, I call them my aunt and uncle. They wasn't actually aunt and uncle. They was more like cousins, but I was raised up with them being my aunt and uncle. And they passed away within about 24 hours of each other. Nice. So, I mean, it's kind of one of those touching things, but it's also kind of like, oh crap, that's a lot. So I'm running just a smidge behind than I really want it to be, and I don't know where Jared's banner is.
I bet I can find it, but I just want to say that our good friends in the chat have two very different takes on this. All right,
I'm seeing these.
Sorry to hear that, man. Thank you, Dickie. That's very kind of you.
Oh, but
but did you shower today, Chris?
Yeah, but look at Albie tucking tail afterwards. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't. It's fine, man. I didn't plan on talking about it. I'm just talking because we're rattled right now, trying to get everything normalized so we can go on with this show. And normally I kind of have everything up with these banners, and I don't. And anyhow, I'm just I'm making some excuses. So
now I'm messing with it. Hang on.
Oh, yep, there he is. All right. So yeah, what is everybody drinking?
There we go. Sorry, guys.
Tonight, or spilling, as Lyle likes to put it. We would be interested in hearing what you guys are got. I don't even know what we've got just yet.
Look what I found.
Oh, where does that come from?
It's in a different folder.
Why is it in a different folder?
I don't know.
Okay.
We're messed up tonight.
I knew we had them because I built all of them.
Yeah.
All right. I real quickly, I do need to upload some of the stuff we have for tonight for graphics wise. So if you will.
Yeah. So Jared, you're drinking a Voodoo Ranger.
I just grabbed it.
Yeah.
I saw that.
It's not a bad choice.
Yeah.
Let's see. I am drinking a 4x4 Smooth Criminal double dry hopped double IPA. We just did an episode on this, and it's quite delicious. Good. We've had it before. I left some in the can for you.
The color is throwing me off, though.
It will throw you off, absolutely.
It's a very dark thing. There's a lot of stuff going on there.
So I guess we're kind of making this out like 4x4 sponsored this episode, and I guess in a little bit of a way they sort of had with all the decor behind us now and then drinking the beer, which they also give us. So So yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to give him props for that at least. Lyle, do I have reverb on mine or something because it is echoey as all get out?
No.
Okay.
Same settings as I got.
What is the feedback then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Skip it. We'll go on. I will deal with it. My bad. Don't worry about it. All right. So who all we got in the chat room right now? I've seen Alvy, Dickies, Patrick from Up the Gut, or I assume it's Patrick and not Matthew, but it's got to be Patrick. I don't think Patrick gives Matthew access to anything. I think he makes him like sit on the sidelines.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, he don't give him passwords. See, Lyle trusts me with passwords.
I do. I probably shouldn't, but I do.
Mistake.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So Voodoo Ranger. Dickie's educating us on the Voodoo Ranger. 1995 Mango IPA is my favorite. Mine was what was the gray one? Do you remember it? It was, I think,
Juicy Haze.
Juicy Haze.
Yeah.
I really, really liked that one. Chris's hair looks stiffer than my drink. You don't even know half of it, buddy. Oh, my.
Well, so let's see.
So we got into it.
Dickie's drinking.
Yeah,
No, where is it?
A bit.
Dickie's is drinking a Mick Ultra. Taking a little light night.
I had a New Belgium the other day, winter beer. I don't think I've had the New Belgium winter, have you?
No. What did we have? We had something.
Well, we had the Fat Tire all the time, and that 15.
What did Tyler bring in? He brought in something.
That wasn't New
Was
Belgium.
it Breckenridge?
No, that was the Lennon Klugel Snowdrift.
Oh yeah.
So okay, like I said, we've got Dillon Hasten hopefully coming in later today. If not, then we've got Jared here to drink with us instead.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully he'll make it out after a while. Dillon hasn't been here in forever. Oh, I didn't bring my new koozies either. I'll have to go step out and get one in here in a minute. I cleaned the house out and brought a whole bunch of koozies down here.
I put a bunch in a box for you guys.
Oh, good.
I left them on the washer.
We'll update the koozie can. Let's see here.
Probably got 10
So
pounds of
the
coasters.
thing we want you guys to be thinking about is the best drinks 2020. We're going to talk a little about our best drinks, but I want you guys to be thinking about that. We're going to ask you guys, poll you a little bit. And the reason I want you guys to think a lot about them is they're going to be suggestions for us as well if we haven't already. You're more than welcome to say ones we've done if you've tried them as well, but we want to hear what you have to say. And then another question I want you guys to think about is if I came through where you lived in your area and you had to recommend to me a drink, it could be beer, it could be whiskey, whatever, but something that you can only get sort of in your area, what drink or drinks would you tell me I had to go bring back with me? So be thinking about that. Those are things we're going to ask you here in a little bit, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
What are you holding your finger up for?
Well, I don't know. I think I maybe... there's a possibility I'm realizing that I maybe forgot to open an audio app.
Well, I don't know. We got some feedback in the back or some humming coming through somewhere, and I don't know
if that's coming through the stream or not, but
I don't know. Can anybody tell us? Is there a? Are you guys hearing any feedback at all?
It's
back
driving
there?
Chris batshit crazy.
It is. It's ringing in my head something terrible. Maybe it's my glasses. I never wear glasses on this show, so the sound's reflecting off my eyeballs.
I'm pretty sure that's it. That's it.
Dickie says that winter beer is called Accumulation White IPA. I have not seen that, but I want it in a bad kind of way now.
I think I've had Accumulation. I didn't know it was a white IPA. I don't know if that's a new thing this year or what. But
Dickie says he's also working
That would do it. The mute button would do it.
The mute button. There you go. Okay, I'll start that back over. The bacon, Jared says still at his house, but what I was saying to that, Colby, don't call me. You're watching the show. Have people out there flipping around there think it's there on their end. Yeah, the mute button got punched. So anyhow, my nephew shot some ducks and we took it over to and a goose and took it over to Jared's, and he brined it for 40 hours and then stuck it on the smoker for a couple hours and wrapped it in bacon, snuck it back on the smoker, and then after the Chiefs game last night, run over there and sampled a piece of that, and holy crap, that's some good stuff. Okay, you got this worked out yet?
Oh, I think maybe. Dillon said something with work came up, so he's gonna skip out.
Okay, so ignore the Facebook post. We tried to be timely on something, and that bit us in the ass. So
ridiculous.
Damn it, Dillon.
Did I see Jason Golden up here earlier?
Yeah, Jason Golden did swing by.
He was
briefly.
I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, he stopped by and actually recorded an episode with us with some beer he brought us quite a while back, and we finally did it. From Hannibal, what was his name? Mark Twain Brewing.
Yeah.
So I kept wanting to call it Hannibal.
Hey, these are some fighting words. Just saying.
Hey, all I will say, I mean, football season's kind of starting to come down, but, we run all second and third string and still scored over 20 points. So, I'm not totally unhappy with it, but I kind of wanted to see him.
String, though.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to see him do better, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Let's see. I think I need I need a little taste of something.
Oh, now here's something that's interesting. Mark Twain is buried in my hometown, Elmira, New York.
I did not know that.
I did not either. And where was he? Was born?
Born in Hannibal.
Was it Hannibal?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then Samuel Clemens is buried in Buffalo, Missouri.
Okay. Don't think it's the same one. Don't think it's the same one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I need to get something in my glass. What is left in this? Never mind. I know what that is.
We shot an episode of Wicked Pickle earlier, and she's a stout one. I got some water for you to rinse your glass.
It's a good one. Yeah, I'm going to need that.
We enjoyed it, but it taints the glass a bit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and have just a snip of this few bourbon.
You leave that open, though.
Alex Shaw is like here
I'll trust you.
to stir up the chat. He's like picking everybody out and throwing it down.
With the this comment here.
That one?
He was pretty nice about New York.
He likes the town, though. Yeah,
He likes the town.
Can't wait for that. All right.
What did I even say? I don't even know what I said, Jeremy. It just came out.
Taints. I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows what I said? Ridiculous.
I got to stay up just long enough to throw this water out.
Yeah.
What can I get you when you come back, sir? Okay. We've got a little Chris was kind enough to put us a little shelf up here. So we got on the short shelf tonight. We've got Glenlivet 12-year Scotch. We've got Espolon Reposado Tequila, Few Straight Bourbon, Old Forester 100 Bourbon. Forester. And Heaven's Door Straight Rye Whiskey. So, Rick says Mark Twain was born in Florida, Missouri.
I kept thinking it was like Independence or somewhere to be.
Where was Florida, Missouri?
Nowhere near Florida.
No. Definitely Florida, man.
Oh man,
Yeah, we've got an episode for Florida Man beer soon. All right, we got all kinds of new
stuff.
koozies
Everything's
that I just fitted to random beers that was sitting on the table.
Oh.
So you want to get up and show them off real quick?
Yeah, sure. I'll do the koozie cam for you.
All right. Nacho Libre, Colby says. Yeah, we left that back there, or you took it with you. I don't know which. All right, so koozie cam. Where's my banner for that? Way back here, many episodes ago. Go ahead. So first one, in honor of the pickle review that we just did, we have Pickleman's out of Springfield, Missouri. I don't know where that come from. I'm assuming that's something that you left at my house.
I never ate Pickleman, so I don't know.
I haven't either. I don't know where it came
I'm
from.
not even sure if they're still in
So
business.
Pickleman's, yeah. We'll shout out to them because we have one of their koozies, and that's what this is about.
Hometown hero.
Hometown, we have Leaky Reef Meadery, best mead in Buffalo, Missouri. That's the only meadery in Buffalo, Missouri, but it is pretty good, all that aside. And they have supplied us with lots of things such as tasting glasses and beer and all kinds of stuff. So they definitely deserve a shout out.
Chris, do you want to tell the story behind this one?
Well, I just flip the other side around first. This is Lyle and I played a show down, I should say Lyle played a show and I played with him down in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And after the shows, we went walking around all over the place, and we run across another band playing out on the corner, and they was selling merch. And we kind of liked the band; it was okay, they was fine. Best I remember of them, but we really liked their merch, and I had to have one of these koozies before I left from the Dusty Pearls. Why? Because you've been DP'd. My favorite koozie, but I decided to bring it up
It's
here.
our dirtiest koozie.
It's our dirtiest koozie.
Like that's a level of raunchy that can't even be found in a gag store. So
All right, so that's our koozie cans for tonight. So I'm ready to pour some Glenlivet. You want to start? Oh, you already got the lid off. I was like, man, that thing's stiff. Let's talk a little bit about our favorite 2020 stuff.
yeah, okay. So where do you want to start? You want to start with beer? We did a 2020 episode, and I was all over the place because I forgot a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we don't have to cover every single thing, but yeah, let's start a little bit with beer. So you guys start throwing your suggestions up for what is your favorite beer you've had in 2020, and I'm going to spoil the episode for anybody that hasn't watched. You may want to unplug your ears or whatever, because I kept thinking, let's go back to that picture you just brought up. Is Jared from Audio Roast watching? Because that looks like Jared from Audio Roast. Anyways, sorry, I'll share that you can go see what I'm talking about. But
I like to keep them in suspense.
yeah. So I'm going to just ruin it for you and go straight to my absolute favorite beer of 2020, and it still holds to today. And that was Griffin Claw's Flying Buffalo.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That one just absolutely was hands down one of the best beers I have had all year. It hit every box for me. It was thick. It was chocolatey. It had beautiful, beautiful flavor. It has a raspberry chocolate. It is.
Yeah. Apparently they make several different kinds. And I just happened to pick up the raspberry.
I'm so glad you
Raspberry
did.
chocolate.
So glad you did.
Let's see. Here's a nice little. I was trying to find it on their website and stuff, but anyway, yeah, absolutely outstanding beer.
Yeah, and oddly enough, Lyle and I both actually agreed
And they're
that it was the favorite beer between both of us, which is weird.
they're out of Michigan too. So for what that's worth.
Since I took the number one, pick another one for your half.
I gotta remember on the beer. The beer was a long time ago. I'm trying to. I know what it was. It was hands down the bourbon barrel aged pickle beer, dill pickle beer from
you said that before.
Martin House. I'm so impressed. It was such an easy, smooth drinking beer for being such a stout flavor of dill pickles, yeah, it was really good. And it was 9%.
I am shocked that it was good beer. No, I'm shocked that that's the one you keep landing back on. That is your go-to favorite.
It really knocked it out of the park for me.
It seems like one that I would have picked. I guess that's why.
Yeah, I don't remember really having a standout IPA this year. This was my year to broaden my horizons and kind of expand into stouts and sours a little bit. So.
Yeah, that was interesting. I don't know. I've been coming on to the IPAs for a while now, but you come on to the stouts just all at once. Jared, what was your favorite?
I was reflecting on all these beers I've had.
I assumed you was into Untapped.
I seriously liked logging on Untapped in 2020.
Hmm?
I did not log very many beers on Untapped in 2020.
I never.
You must not drink any.
Untapped.
I drink plenty of beers. Get out of here.
You got one that sticks out, or
Yeah, there was a barley wine, barley and spiders from Tiny Timber. I think I had a growler of that sitting in my fridge for a while. That was, of course, I like a barley wine, like a malty. I like to chew through something.
Yeah, all right.
Barley wine is mostly a great drink for me. I will always go for it, but I will say they're hit and miss in the finish. Some of them I really like. Some of them I'm just like, oh, I kind of wish I hadn't got that.
I just want to point out everyone's with me on the pickle beer.
Oh, yeah. Pickle beer.
I'm not saying it wasn't great. It was absolutely great. Now, I will point out the one Lyle's talking about is the barrel aged. It's not the best made. He's talking about the one that went into a bourbon barrel.
Yeah.
And it was like 9.5%.
9.5%.
Yeah. It was a big one. But now for me personally, I actually like the best made a little better than that one. So
I think taste wise, I was just shocked that normally those beers are so low ABV, and to be able to retain that flavor and pump it up to 9% was fantastic. And we've got some suggestions here. Let's see,
all
Patrick.
Right. What do we got?
Patrick's working Breckenridge Vanilla Porter. All right. All right.
You've mentioned that one several times, Patrick, and I can't fault you. That's a very good beer.
So if you like the Vanilla Porter, I do think that the Snowdrift that Tyler brought in is...
I like it a little better than the Breckenridge. But I actually like Patrick's second
Buffalo
choice
Sweat
is actually, I would choose that one over either one of them.
Yeah, Buffalo Sweat's great.
I like that one a lot.
I think they're actually brewing Buffalo Sweat again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Manhattan. They shut down their location. I guess Wichita Brewing bought them a while back. So.
Saturday Morning IPA. Alex, who's that from?
I was going to say, I don't know what that one is.
Let us know who that's from. I'm interested in that. I need a good IPA.
I need a morning IPA.
Let's start the morning off right with a good IPA. Yeah.
I don't want to taste anything the rest of the day. Colby says the sour beer that we shared with him is his top. Now, I believe that was the one. Well,
that was that New Glarus.
Okay, so we had one from New Glarus, and we also had that Freak Cherry from Odell.
I think it was the
might have been that one.
Odell.
I want to say it was the Odell.
I think they were both really good.
Because we did
sour.
one right after the other, but I think the Odell's the one he really liked.
Yeah, one was sour and one was with like, one was sour and one was very, like tart. Or no, sorry, my mind's all over the place. One was tart, one was sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't think tonight. I'm all over the place.
Okay, Alex has another one up here I also haven't heard from. Ghost Faced Killa by Twisted Pine.
Where's Twisted Pine at?
Alex, you're throwing all kinds up here we haven't heard of yet. So,
familiar.
And then Jeremy, I haven't had this one either, Jeremy. So his Mr. Green from Treehouse, and I don't know where that is.
Twisted Mike's.
Oh, that's
No, not Twisted Mike's.
Twisted Pine.
Where I did have a blueberry maple pancake Lassie Goes from Omnipolo. That was fantastic.
I remember you talking about that one.
I had 3 or 4 of them.
That one does not seem to me like one that I would have latched onto, but
it's a dessert beer.
I do trust your choices on them. Yeah, Colby said it was Odell.
Smart Mouth Brewing. Saturday Morning IPAs from Smart Mouth Brewing.
Smart Mouth Brewing. Okay.
Let's see. I am over 21.
Yep.
Look at this fun label. Hang on. I'm going to share this.
All right,
this
we'll
is
share that one up real quick.
a fun little label.
In the meantime, says Treehouse is from Connecticut, and his favorite. I'll let you do that before I throw up the next one.
Nostalgically ridiculous. Marshmallow IPA.
Yeah, pairing with Sunshine, Happiness, and Rainbows.
I want it just based on that. Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool looking can. Actually,
looking like a Virginia beer. Yeah, born and raised in Virginia. Okay.
I would be pretty interested in that, man. Thank you for that suggestion. I'd be interested,
especially after the hot dog beer we had from Sheets that was like
Team Sheets.
We thought was going to be awful, and actually turned out to be like
really good. I still got a couple left.
What's that?
Did I get to try any of that?
There's a can in there.
I was going to say I've got a couple left. If you want one,
I don't know.
I can get some more sent back here if we need to.
Yeah,
I have a source. I have a guy for that.
That will just like
a girl for that.
Oh, sent back like more beer. I thought you were talking from the fridge, and I was like,
no.
I was like, Rick's not a girl.
Get me a beer, damn it. Okay, so yeah, man, that's some good suggestions out there.
Man, so much good beer, right? If one thing, 2020 sucked, but like some good beer, it was a good year for drinking.
Oh yeah,
right?
Well, I mean, do you think the year had anything to do with it?
I think
people had a lot
quarantine-
of spare time on their hands.
I think quarantine probably created a lot of marginal alcoholics.
Oh, for sure.
So,
That's fair. Maybe they were sniffing all that hand sanitizer they was making. That might have been.
Yeah, that's it,
That
right?
might have been it. Which we got a little article about that here in a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move to. I don't know. Do we want to do a worst? I don't know if there's really such thing as a worst beer, but
yeah, no, I think we did our worst beer this year, didn't it?
well, we did, but I don't know if we want to bring up now or not. Do we care about what worst? We just want to talk the good
Here's the thing. I had one earlier, and I didn't think it was as bad as we made it out to be. It's just a time and a place thing.
Okay, he's talking about the solo IPA, the one that I dumped out on the floor and made such a big fuss over. And I will admit, I had that again later in a lineup of Locale, which we did the episode on.
Yeah.
And I did not pick it as the least favorite in that lineup.
Yeah.
But it definitely made the biggest impression of something I didn't like. So
yeah. So here's the thing. I think that I had the Brooklyn non-alcoholic IPA the other night, and I had the
it's not even a beer, Jeremy.
and I had the Brooklyn non-alcoholic IPA, and I had the Solo today. And honestly, I couldn't really tell a difference. So for like, I don't know, like it's neither here nor there, but like it's not a great beer, but it hits the spot when you're
I
in a
definitely
position.
did not like it. I probably overreacted to it because that was the first Locale one we had. And there was just something, because it was an IPA, it was never hit any mark that I thought should have been hit with it. And I'm sure that's why I didn't like it. Because again, I've had it since then. And I didn't think it was nearly as bad as I did on that episode. But
Yeah.
Always says it was the year of the seltzer, and I agree.
Oh,
So,
why though? I mean, come on.
Though I'm still waiting on Topo Chico seltzer. I don't know what that one is either, Albie. But I mean, good luck.
Isn't that a soda? Isn't it Topo Chico's?
I don't know. Good luck. Okay, so
Yeah, it's like a I don't know, water, like a Perrier type of situation.
Petty, we drink it like this. Okay, let's talk about some whiskey then.
Yeah. So,
That's a broad topic we can go into.
I mean, best whiskey for me, hands down, was I'll bandwagon it. The Iron Root Harbinger, the big boy at 115 proof, just big, beautiful, bold flavors, but not so hot that it knocked your socks off. It was good and solid.
I'm actually trying to remember what I picked in the episode for number one. I know Iron Root come up my number two, but it wasn't the one you was talking about. I think it was Sonoma Cherrywood Rye, if I remember right, was my favorite of the year.
I believe so. Your second was the Harbinger that has the cloud in the bottom of the bottle that we're all scared to drink.
Yeah, okay. So we got one bottle back there on the shelf that I don't know what happened to it. It had about that much left in it. And for some reason, it just got this weird, I mean, I don't want to call it a growth, but I'm pretty sure it's a growth that formed in the bottom of it. And now we're just kind of watching to see if we should be concerned with it getting out of the bottle. So, the Sonoma Cherrywood Rye, I think, was my straight up single choice. But Sonoma, as a distillery in general, pretty much is probably my favorite thing that happened this year.
Sonoma was super, super interesting.
Yeah, do you know they're not all wine barrel aged, are they?
No, they're not all wine barrel.
Yeah. So I don't know, but they just have a really unique kind of flavor, and it just ticks a lot of boxes for me. A lot of boxes. I was so hyped up on. I think there's still one bottle we haven't had. Right?
One or two we haven't had yet. I can't get them around here.
Yeah. So we'll be on the lookout for that one for sure. Let's see. What do you have? What stand out for you?
was just thinking about that. I was trying to lean towards whiskeys and bourbons and scotch, but I'm thinking that Desert Door Sotol.
Oh,
I went back to that barrel aged yesterday.
So that episode's coming up in well, actually, let me just give you an exact time here. We're looking at the first Sotol we do will be the 12th of next week, next Monday, and then every week, with the exception of the last week of January, we got Sotols every Monday. So there's 4 of them. The Desert Door Sotol Barrel Age is like the 9th of February when I've got it scheduled right now. So,
yeah.
And I agree for of all the Sotols we tried, that one absolutely
It was fantastic.
it was the best.
Yeah.
It was absolutely the
And
best.
Sotol's such a
Keep scrolling.
interesting-
You're looking for the one with the leather wrapper on top of it.
Well, I must be having trouble loading these up because there's some graphics that's supposed to pop up here.
Well, if you can't get loaded, try harder.
I think I've got enough whiskey now. I'm going to get loaded. What a cool website. Usually there's little bottles that pop up here, but yeah.
Yeah, they're loading slow or something.
Sotol's such an interesting deal.
Okay, let's see, Dickie. I just got a beer from Cedar City, Utah. Yeah, Dickie, we need to get together and swap some beer at some point. Actually, Jared, we was talking about that last night. Jared has a little one of the maps you put the bottle caps in, and he's missing a lot from that southwest region right down there. So,
Northwest.
Patrick, no surprise here. Duke Bourbon was his favorite of the year. Do you want to be specific with a certain bottle, Patrick, or is just Duke Bourbon brand in general what we're going with?
Yeah. I think that needs to be qualified.
That's just my favorite comment. Dickie says the last liquor he had was probably a Jello shot that his mom made. Hey, see if your mom wants to come on the show, Dickie.
I love it.
Yeah, that's great. Jeremy says Texas whiskey we had last week was amazing. Tried 3 of them. Each one had their own unique profile. That's got to be the Balcony stuff,
I think
right?
so, yeah.
Surely.
You know, I'll give you one that's not 2020, but
That's fine.
It might have been 2020. No, well,
You spit it out, and I'll try to tell you.
Bradshaw. Did we do the Bradshaw? It was a Christmas episode. Technically, it was 2020. We
Yeah,
didn't have a
That was
review on it.
we didn't do a review.
That was really good. I've been looking forward to having another sip of that with fond memories.
Yeah. No, I thought it was pretty good. Very straightforward type bourbon, but I thought it was very clean, very well done.
Hey, I'm going to break in here real quick
Okay.
and tell you that if the Saturday morning IPA isn't enough for you, you can work backwards from Friday.
Yeah, somebody said that they had a Friday and a Saturday IPA.
Yeah. So this is actually from Martin House, the Friday IPA.
Really?
And then
Really?
the other one's from Smart Mouth or whatever.
Smart
yeah.
Talk, Smart Mouth.
Something.
Well, so Alvy, I think if you scroll back up, said they had,
Smart Talk. Yeah, Smart Mouth.
hold on, where did it go? Here we go.
Yeah.
From Fort Worth, and they have one called Friday as well. So maybe a few with that same.
You know, here's the thing.
thing.
I like the idea of my fridge being lined with beers, labeled for the day I'm supposed to drink them.
kind of like them little medicine things that
Yeah.
the older
Yeah.
folks get when they have to take their vitamins. They pop it open. And
Oh, I love it.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, I'm gonna go drink my Friday beer.
Friday beer. I'm gonna have that thing right now.
Thank God it's Wednesday. I got my
Oh.
Wednesday hump day beer.
Okay, so
That's the big beers.
all right, let's go to tequila.
Oh man, this one's so.
This is such an interesting topic because we just really got into tequila at the tail end of 19 and really heavily started pouring into the 20. So we've hit a lot of tequila in 2020.
yeah.
A lot of what Colby's brought us, some Tyler's brought us, some that we've bought, and some that we was given. That we actually there's some we've given that we haven't even done yet.
Yeah. There's there's the Nacho Libre one.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then there's Ocho.
Yep. They ain't even open that.
And 2 Michael Jordan tequilas.
We did one of them. We don't want them down here in the live episode.
and then killed it, so we have to get another bottle.
Man, that stuff was. I mean, we didn't review it, but I mean, this isn't a review. I'm just going to say that may have been my favorite thing we had all year long was the Sincoro Reposado.
I don't know that it was my favorite, but boy, it was damn close. I kind of think. Let me phrase it this way. In my 2020 recap on my list of favorite tequilas, Grand Mayan, I didn't make the list, and I think it should have.
I've got that bottle of Grand Mayan at my house right now. Colby brought it over the other day, and there's maybe a glass left.
I can beat you home.
You can. Try.
Bye, guys.
That you think that's your favorite one of the year?
No, I'm not saying it's my favorite. I was disappointed in myself that it didn't even make the list because I think it should have. Here's the thing. After talking to Alex Raimundo from Number One, it put a very different perspective on those tequilas.
I agree.
I was very impressed that, like, when he was talking about the different characters that each
Nice.
Why is my phone going off?
he almost spilled something.
I did not.
I
Did not.
It's like a roulette game. You guys could have a drinking game on who spills a drink tonight, or any night. So he was talking about how they make their tequilas, and he was saying that like each one has a completely different profile, and a lot of times you find a Blanco that's good, and then the Reposado's a better version of the Blanco. The Añejo is a better version of the Reposado. Extra is a better version of the Añejo, right? And they go up in price and they go up in depth of flavor and all this stuff. But when he started talking about the way that they did this, totally and completely right. The Blanco is one thing. The Reposado's a whole other thing. And the Extra Añejo is like in its own world completely. Yeah. And so that was really cool.
Okay, and I agree with all of that. That Number One Reposado kind of goes into its own thing 100%. Yes. He ain't learned to write yet, Tommy. I got to put this up here real quick and change tune.
What you got?
Patrick sent me this picture.
What is that?
That's his brand new TV he just got.
Oh, that's us.
Yeah, it's us. So,
hey.
But
do you know how much
do
you know how much it's gonna mess him up when he sees that on his TV of us on your phone on your TV? Like I'm getting messed up as it is.
Hey, just stop. You're screwing up my line of thought here. Because the reason I've showed you all that is because Patrick says 86 inches of Taste Bud Guys and Jared. Ooh. That's what your mom said. Boom! 2021. Let's go.
You can divide that up however you wish.
Okay. So,
this episode we've had a DP coaster and we've had 86 inches of taste buds and yeah.
Okay. Chris showered days. That's all right.
I believe I also slipped in a salty hump day beer.
Let's see. Patrick says he had 2 tequilas in 2020. The Cadillo Rosa was his favorite. Lyle also liked the Cadillo Rosa. I was not my
it was
favorite.
Really,
it's fine.
It was an interesting, delicate flavor that I had not had in a tequila before. And so that was quite nice. I mean, I generally go, I will say I have tended recently towards the Reposados, like you were talking about, and I don't know why. I need to
I think the Blancos go in drinks. I think the Añejos are a special occasion, and Extra Añejos when I really want them. Some of the Añejos slip in just like Reposados.
Yeah.
But for just reach over and grab one, that Reposado has just absolutely ticked a lot of boxes for me.
Another fantastic one. Price point aside, is that Koa was really shocking how good that was. I went back to that Koa bottle time and time and time again.
I like the price of it. I like the flavor of it. And I love the way that bottle looks. And hey, Koa, if you're listening, I'd really love to have a sign back on that.
We like your stuff.
Because it looks really freaking cool. Well, no, okay. So we talk about, Colby says you're forgetting Don Julio 1942. So we talk about Don Julio nonstop. It was
Pepper.
It was our go-to back in last year. I think it's absolutely amazing. It is
It's cotton candy.
It is a benchmark.
Yes.
A benchmark, and a high benchmark at that. I don't think I'm forgetting to leave it out. It's just we talk about it so much that it's almost become the thing to just measure everything against.
Yeah, I don't know that it's the best anymore. I'm going to say it's in the top 5 easily.
I mean, it's a top 2
for me. But honestly, I will say that I haven't had it in a while. You guys had some very aerated versions at a restaurant.
That was overpriced and not good.
But I need to have it again. But I've been so impressed with a lot of the stuff that has been brought down. Most of it from Colby, that tequila guy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, like it's like that Michael Jordan thing the other night. Like, it's pretty good. $90. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's Colby's banner. You want to be Colby tonight?
He's Colby tonight for right now.
Give me a routing number and your account number, Colby.
So I think the deal with here's the way I put it at number 1. I think it probably is the best. I think it is one that you can go back to over and over again, but only so much as saying it's the best. Every once in a while, I might want something different. So if I said number 1 is the best, or not number 1, I'm sorry, Don Julio 1942 is the best, there's going to be times that maybe I want the Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Or maybe I want number 1, or maybe the Cadijo. But overall, again, we use that as the benchmark to set everything against. So
I think that's fair. It's like Boulevard for beer for us, where it's like this is a solid. You will never ever ever be disappointed by something that comes out of there. It may not be the best thing that's ever hit your tongue ever, but you'll never be disappointed. Hey, here's another break brought to you by Wednesday.
This is going to have to be an episode all to itself. Get a beer for every day of the week.
I'm in.
Of course you are.
I love this. I love this idea. If we could get...
is that 24 pounds a 6-pack? Is that what that said?
I don't know. Let me see. No. It's
24 euro?
24... Yeah, euros. Yeah. I think, right?
That's pounds. That's 24 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. So now we need Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
I'm sure there's one. Rick's waving his hands in the air like you need to check messages. So, Colby says Casa Azul. I agree with that. Casa Azul was actually my number 1 pick for the year. Classic. What did I say?
No, you read it right.
Oh, he said Casa Azul is what it's actually. Anyhow,
that tequila I should know.
I know. Colby should probably buy another bottle so he makes sure he gets that first name right. He just bring another bottle down and we'll check it.
Lyle makes a great point about the Clase Azul. It's been a long while since we had it, but yes. I remember going back to it over and over and over again, and it just kept getting better and better. And to the point when I finished it, I was just sad that it was gone. Mm-hmm. It was what I ended up ultimately picking as my favorite, and that's because we did the Don Julio 1942 the year before. Otherwise, I probably would have picked the 42. Travis Farrar says, who makes the Michael Jordan? That was Cincoro, Cincoroa.
Yeah, here, I can bring that up. Yeah, you can find it
up. He said he founded 4 Mick Ultra since he got home, had to keep hydrated. That's no lie. Tyler picks the Michael Jordan as the best he's had.
Here's a fun thing. Look real close and we'll see how old Lyle is.
Why just scroll down and hit the highest number you see on the screen, you'll be fine.
Oh no, I don't want to lie.
Your birthday's the 9th?
It is the 9th.
Mine's the 1st.
Cancers. Yep. I guess. Are you Cancer in July?
Cancer,
yeah.
Mine was 3 days ago.
Well, look at this fancy website.
2 days ago.
Happy birthday.
Hey, you know what I found out? I thought I was turning 49 this year. And then I realized, no, that ain't right. I'm turning 48. And then That didn't sound right either, so I put it into a Google search just to see how old I actually was. I only turned 47. I actually lost a year this birthday. I mean, you can't ask for more than that. I got a year younger than I thought I was. Freaking amazing.
2020 is great for Chris.
I lost my damn mind's what I lost in 2020.
Good God.
Oh,
People call me bad. I mean, come on.
my sister texts me and she goes, next year will be fun when you get to that big number. And I'm like, no. I'm not going to be 50. She thought I was too.
Man, that's great. That's good. It's all this drinking. That's what it is.
I'm sure he's killed a brain cell or two.
You've lost
Absolutely.
track of everything.
Cheers.
Oh my God. All right. Hey, another interruption. Man, I'm on it with the screen shares tonight. But let's hear it for Sunday. Just in case we need and for
Also
Martin House. So, just saying, no big deal. Just wanted to throw that in there. Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
We're getting there.
We might have to make
We're getting close.
try to find all these. So, okay, Jared, you got a favorite tequila? I'll take whatever tequila we happen to have over there.
Espelon.
Epsilon.
I kind of like that Clase Azul as well.
I like the Azul. It's really good.
Aurelio was good. All of those tequilas are
Yeah,
good.
I mean, you're really parsing hairs trying to find a favorite amongst that, 100%. But there is some really amazing ones, and we can't stress enough. If you're one of those people that's going, I hate tequila, I would beg to ask you what tequila you've had, because if you haven't tried even just a Reposado or something that wasn't a Blanco, you definitely should. If you haven't tried, I mean, they are a little higher end, but they are a little higher end. But if you haven't took the time to go out and find, like, I mean, when I say higher end, even like this Espelon's on like $40-ish.
No. The Reposado is way lower than that.
It's like 28, 30.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you haven't even took the time to find something like that, you really should give it a shot before you completely shut out all the tequilas.
Yeah. So actually, Dillon is coming on, or was supposed to come on. He doesn't like tequila.
Yeah.
So when he comes down
Sure,
to do a
scotch out of that.
we're gonna have to show him the world of tequila, because we were absolutely in that same boat of just, this stuff's awful. It's gasoline.
Chelsea might need to drive him down.
That's fair.
I don't think he's going to make it home.
Yeah.
Did I get my glass in here? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
All right.
I took care of you. I
Yeah,
brought
you
your glasses
did.
in.
You did.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did, because I was totally.
I cleaned up
Off
tonight.
base.
Tonight was my night to clean up the table from last Monday.
Shout out to Lyle for actually just jumping in and knocking all this crap out while I was gone. So
I was on it.
okay. So what about? I know this was a little side discussion we had, was about the stuff that didn't really fit into any category, and we tossed out there, and
You're talking about
just, it's not that it was our favorites or anything, but things that was kind of shocks to us. And I picked the PBR hard coffee for my kind of surprise of the year, and I was just like, "What the heck?" Because that blew my mind. I had no idea it was going to taste like that.
Yeah.
And you picked the Bloody Mary, spicy Bloody Mary by Cutwater.
Oh,
for a mixed drink.
Yeah.
Although we also could, I think we give honorable mention to all the Dash Fire stuff.
Well, Dash Fire hasn't even been out yet, right?
Was it not?
I don't think so.
Okay, maybe not then.
But the Dash Fire cocktails, spoiler, are, oh my God, they're amazing.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Have you guys out there had anything that's out of a can that doesn't necessarily fall in any other category
Yeah.
that you were blown away with? Something that you open it up, you was like, holy crap, this is actually good or interesting. The PBR hard coffee, for me, tasted like a dang, almost like a little
Yoo-hoo?
chocolate. Yeah, I think that's what I described it was, a yoo-hoo. It was, it was really interesting and good. And then we was very, very happy with the Cutwater.
I'm only a few years away from a toddler. I'm thinking that me and her could Yoo-hoo and PBR hard coffee it up and probably look the same in the bottle.
I'd say pretty close. Patrick said,
why are you drinking the toddler's Yoo-hoo?
Patrick, what is a a Keurig drink works. Oh, never mind. You don't have to answer that.
These are so weird. I saw one the other day at Brown Derby International Wine Center in Springfield,
Missouri.
How about that for a plug?
Yeah.
I don't know why I gave him a plug, but that's where I was. I was there. So it's like a Keurig, right? But it makes cocktails. And it's the weirdest thing. Patrick, you have to tell me if it works, if you like it or not, because it's about the size of a Keurig.
Well, I think he did. That's why I put it under. For him, it was the biggest surprise.
Well, I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. But you buy these pods like you would for coffee, right?
Just flavor pods, or
the booze is in them.
the booze is in it? Oh.
Yeah, and they're branded like for the coffee, like it's like Starbucks this, Dunkin' Donuts that. It's Jack and Cokes, which I'm not sure why you need a Keurig for that, but Jack and Coke or like Cosmos or Manhattans, and they're labeled with the brands of alcohol. Now it's nothing crazy. It's not like it's not Few or Heaven's Door or Angel's Envy, but it's like
single barrel.
It's Jack and Makers and Bombay and that stuff.
That's super interesting. Okay. He also followed that up with Cayman Jack. I pulled off that stage. What is Cayman Jack Margarita? Yeah. So we reviewed.
Don't care for it.
Jared's not a fan. He doesn't like it.
Here's the deal, and I get why he's saying it. So we reviewed that one also drunkenly at Patrick's house back when we did the TTBGRT and KC.
Yeah.
So
I'll pass that over.
Here was the thing. If you measure that out against a margarita, it sucks. It is not a good margarita. But if you take and scribble the name margarita out and you just drink it as a mixed drink, it was pretty good. So I would agree. I could see how you personally could like that.
All right, you boys can fight over this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're still a little bit of this.
I won't do no fight until we get to that big heavy one at the end of the table. So the
Cayman Jack, I remember none of that. I did an episode.
Fortunately, we recorded it.
Yeah.
Hey, actually, as a throwback, something we did tonight. For those of you that remember the number 9 episode, the one we called Nog from Patrick's, and we wasn't a fan of it. We, I guess you'd call it, lucked into a couple more bottles from the same distiller. We've been dying to try just to see if it was just that bottle or not.
It's been such a storied issue for us because we didn't like it. Now, we talked tonight. We need to try it again and see if our memory serves us well.
Patrick, if you'll bring that with you next time you come up, I think we want to sample it one more time.
I'm going to take a wild guess and assume that he still has that bottle.
Say he still got it. Unless he dumped it out.
But we were fairly harsh with it because we flat didn't like it at the time. We got a reaction from the distillery on social media, and it was just a sad emoji, just a sad face on our post. It's like, oh God, no! Like, just let us. Surely you have something that we like, and we couldn't find anything by them, and then we lucked into Mackadoodles.
Yeah, I had 2 bottles of bourbon from them. They were good. They're nothing to write home about. But,
what did you pay for your bourbon from Cedar Ridge? Out of Iowa.
38 for the barrel project, the single barrel one. And probably 28 for the regular old bourbon.
Okay. How was the single barrel? Did you like it?
It was the better of the 2.
Okay.
Sure.
So we had the regular Iowa bourbon tonight, but we found it on a shelf at Mackadoodles for $10. We bought a bottle of that. We bought a bottle of their wheated whiskey for $10. We bought 2 bottles of J.W. Kelly, which was marked down from 52 to 10.
Yeah, I had that stuff, and I let it sit for months in the back of my cabinet. I forgot about it.
I don't know what happened. I don't know why it was marked down that cheap. But long story short, for $10, we got to give it another go around. And, spoiler, it's worth way more than $10.
It's fair. It's fair. It's not our favorite, which we'll say on the review, but it's not that bad.
But $10 for that bottle
was way better than that number 9, which makes me go, why did they decide to make that profile for that number 9? Because it's really just, of the 3 people that we know has had it, including you and I, nobody liked it.
Yeah, I need to try it again. For as much as I've shit talked it.
I gotta serve you some paper if you keep it.
I need to have another sip of it and see if it really is that bad. I don't think here's the thing. I feel like I might have been a little hyperbolic about it. Maybe like it wasn't that bad, just wasn't my profile, and it hit me at the wrong time. Because tonight's
that was a weird night for whiskey. I know we talked about that as well.
Yeah. Everything that night was not hitting quite like it should. But their Iowa bourbon tonight was nice and honey sweet. With a little finish on it. It was super smooth, which is not usually my go-to, but it was pretty nice. So
I ended up mixing
for whatever that's worth. What's that?
I ended up mixing the bottles I had.
Oh yeah,
with cocktails and whatnot, and Manhattan, old-fashioned samples.
Did that go well?
Yeah, it held up.
I think we've got a few people drinking old fashions tonight. So
what's that?
There's a few people in the comments drinking old fashions tonight. I think.
Yeah,
Patrick, and I think I've seen somebody else there.
Let's see.
Okay, so anything else on the 2020 favorites list?
Yeah. Well, no, not 2020. I don't think.
I guess it could be anything.
I have a 2021 resolution.
Oh, great!
Would you like to hear
this? Yeah.
Well,
you're going to wash dishes from now on?
No, I'd like to start with a Monday IPA. That's where I'd like to start. I'd like to start with a Monday IPA, and then at some point in my life, I'd like to find a Tuesday beer. But at least I'd like to start with a Monday, maybe take a day off.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe.
Then maybe have a Wednesday, maybe take another day off, and then maybe have a Friday, Saturday, Sunday beer. Anyway, just saying. That's from Belafonte Brewing Company. I sense a strong week a-coming.
Okay. I mean, we could do if we could find one for every day of the week, we could just do a 7-day beer week. I think it'd be fine.
Have you ordered any booze from any of the websites or any of the apps or any of the things?
What's that?
Have you ordered any beer to go or delivery?
Oh, from like Drizzly or one of those?
Or
craftbeer.com.
Yeah.
I have tried to order from craftbeer.com twice now, I believe, and it was to get that French's mustard beer.
Yeah.
And with the Oscar Blues collab, and both times I couldn't get it. So
yeah, I tried to order a Sagamore Rye cognac finish here recently, and after a month they notified me that it's out of stock. They're going to refund me.
No, that was very, very polite of them.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed.
I have a whole article about the mustard beer that we might have to try. If you want to, basically,
you got another article if you want to get it put up there.
This is basically like if you wanted to make your own mustard beer.
I probably don't.
I'll save you the trouble. The first word in the blog for like how to make your own French's mustard beer from Oscar Blues is fucking mustard beer.
That's okay.
That's how it starts out.
See,
yeah,
there we go. Once you run your articles you got up there before we jump into the regional beer thing, and then we'll start to wind up a little bit, I think.
Yeah, sure. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you need a second, I've got something I can run here. Well, I can't if it'll ever load, for God's sakes.
Too late. I already have my beer. I already have my article. Ready? Let's talk about Thursday beers. This is in here somewhere. There's a make a Thursday IPA, I'm pretty sure. Where was it? Oh, where is it?
Why is that humming so damn
There
loud?
it is. Just in case we need a Thursday beer, here it is. It's right here.
These are all IPAs, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah.
They are all IPAs. No, so that's not really the article I wanted to share.
There's also a all-day IPA, so I guess that'd work for any day of the week.
But that's to fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
Or at this point, Tuesdays.
Yeah.
No, this is what I wanted to bring up real quick. Is you like Bushmills,
I did.
right? Yeah. So apparently, and I think we should do this. Bushmills is buying everyone a drink.
Really?
I'm not sure how they time traveled to April of this year.
On April 1st. This is bull. This is bogus.
I found this on multiple things, though. You just have to apparently send in a receipt.
Really?
Let's see. Let me see if I can find a real article. I'll pull this down. Let me make
All
sure.
right,
if
you
it's
do
real.
that. I'm going to put something up here real quick if I can, if I remember how to do it, because I don't do the screen share thing very much. All right,
Yeah.
Let's see. How do you? Oh, there it is. There is that button you told me to look for. Screen share. I screen share, and then I pick application window. I don't see what I'm looking for, Lyle. Oh, yeah, there he is. All right, now I found it.
Too late. I'll
All
beat you to it.
They need 36.
Damn it. All right, put yours up there, then I got something to show you.
Bushmills is buying everyone a drink. You can go to any pub or restaurant. You can purchase a Bushmills and send them a picture of the receipt. They will reimburse it up to $6 via Venmo, PayPal, or Amazon until March 18th, St. Patrick's Day.
Really?
That's kind of cool,
Right?
actually.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody should do that. I mean, it's a free drink.
And Bushmills is fantastic. Now, I would say if you're getting $6 back, you should use that $6 and go for something other than the white label.
Yeah, like GhostTasteBudGuysPatreon.com.
I was going to say go get yourself a glass of Black Label Bushmills, Black Bush, but yeah, whatever. Sure.
All right, let me show you this real fast because I found this a lot of humor behind this one.
What do we got?
Well, if it will share, it's not being. Oh my gosh, it's being very slow. My side's just thinking it on the
Yes, that one.
deal. It still shows us. Well, I don't know if it's going to share, man.
What are you looking for?
Well, I had a thing over here, but it's like just it literally locked my computer up. So
Oh, what? Send it to me.
I'll
in
have to send
Messenger.
it to you. Yeah.
I'll pop it up because I am the king of screen shares.
Yeah, mine
tonight.
literally has just got the screen of death on now, so hopefully everything looks good.
I think we're just missing a Tuesday beer, right?
Yeah.
It should probably be a different type of beer. It should be like a stout.
For
6
sure.
days of stout or 6 days of IPAs, 1 day of stouts.
Wow.
Hopefully somebody's.
I've never had this computer lock up before. It is absolutely just shut down.
Listen,
I can't hear.
I could hear him, but now I can't.
Oh, Martin House has a
yeah.
Tuesday.
Of course they do.
Well, we have the week then.
Yeah.
All right, you'll have to. I think I'm going to have to restart completely because it's absolutely.
Aw.
Really?
Oh. So the Bushmills thing, buying a drink, is completely official.
I'm gonna have to do it then.
It's a thing. Yeah.
I haven't got into many Irish whiskeys here lately.
Can you? Here's what I'd like everyone to do though. If you go get yourself a free glass of Bushmills and you send the receipt in, just write at those taste bud guys on the receipt, would you?
Oh,
Tell your friends,
that'd be
tell your
actually that's a
moms.
great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I made it back. All right, let me send you this and see if you can share it because it's kind of being wonky for me.
Yeah. Here's Alvy has a question while you do that.
Okay, go for it.
Where do you live? What do I drink? Anything from Dallas Fort Worth? Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Have you heard Roaring
Throw that
Sons?
banner up there. We'll
I've seen
jump to
that
that
stuff
real
over
quick
there.
while I'm
What banner?
go to your brand thing. Brand. There you go. Now go down to the bottom. See that pink one? Click on that. There you go.
Oh, nice. Look at you doing some stuff.
Yeah. No, I was stuff.
Oh my God.
I've got Roaring Sons pinned, but I've never made it down there.
Texas is just doing some really cool stuff.
They
in
are.
booze.
I've been trying to avoid it for years, but I'm just going to go.
I have found parts of the state that I enjoy.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I've also found a lot of parts of the state I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that the Ozarks, Missouri in particular, has always had a beef with Texas,
Oh, yeah.
right, for a long time. So it's probably just ingrained, in the DNA. But yeah.
My grandparents used to live down there. Spent a lot of time there. And I think last time I actually drove myself to Texas or been there was like 22.
Where in Texas?
I drove all the way down to the border, down to Zapata, where my grandparents used to live. Brownsville, San Antonio.
See that I've never been to San Antonio. I've heard it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
This will not let me save it.
I need to go to Austin.
Austin,
I've never been.
I was not that big of a fan. Everyone raves about Austin. I don't know. I think it hit me at the wrong time. It took forever to get down there. Dallas is pretty close to us, and I actually was more impressed with Dallas. I'm not sure if it's because I had low expectations, and everyone made Austin out to be this super duper cool place that I didn't think was that cool. Patrick agrees with me. I don't know. There was a lot of traffic. It was fine.
Okay. Hey, I think I finally got it to work. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had to go through much trouble to get this to work, but no, there's no audio on this, so you guys can check
There's
this out.
zero alcohol in that.
Yeah, that's important. I want to know who's going to commit to trying this in 2020.
I don't know. I used to work with a guy. I used to watch him drink his Listerine every day after lunch. I'm like, yeah, Norman's got a problem.
Yeah, surely by now you figured out what he's getting ready to do.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I would call this a shot applicator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that has to be a plastic bottle, correct?
Yeah, no, it's plastic. It's a little mouthwash bottle to pull the label off.
Because you have to be able to squeeze it to get it up in there?
Yeah, so then you'll squeeze it, and it fills the top. Now, I don't know how much of a, what the quantity is in there. I'd say it's probably like an ounce or something.
It's got to be, yeah. Yeah.
And there you go. I feel like
he's done great things at 2020.
yeah.
Locked inside.
So there you go. I don't know. I got a kick out of that when I seen it. I actually messaged the guy to see if I could share his video, and he never did respond. So I decided to share it anyways. Okay.
He probably doesn't move.
Now,
Yeah.
if you guys, so back to the question we asked at the beginning, if we was coming through your area, wherever you happen to live, and you told us to, I said, what do I need to get while I'm here? And you was tell us something to bring home, or a couple somethings. What is it in your area of the world that we would absolutely have to get? Could be beer, could be whiskey, could be tequila, you name it. We need to run and get it. And I want to tell you, we're doing this because we're hoping to actually be able to acquire whatever you're going to. We're going to look into this and see if we can find what you're asking us to get. So make it a good one. So I'm going to tell you there's two of them I've got in my area that if you was over here and you asked something to get, there's two things that I think is incredibly interesting that you're not going to be able to get just anywhere, and you need to pick it up while you're here. That is going to be the Muskogee Mash from Cane Creek Distillery, because it's just an interesting flavor. It's not going to be amazing. If you're just wanting bourbon, it's not going to fit your bill. If you're looking for something sweet, it's not going to fit your bill. But it's one of those things you can drink almost at any time and go, that's pretty good. I like that.
Yep.
And the other one is the chocolate malt from Rocktown Distillery out of Little Rock.
It really upsets me that I like that one so much.
I really think those are two standout alcohols around here that I feel like if you're in this area and you have a chance to pick them up, and I say in this area, you'd have to go to Little Rock to get the Rocktown, I think.
Yeah.
Those are absolutely ones that you should try to come up with in my area. You got anything you want to add to that, either of you guys?
No, I don't.
You go about 4/10 of a mile up that way. Go to Carl's Package.
Okay.
Pick up a 6-pack of Miller High Life Tall Boys for like $6.99.
See, I totally. So I absolutely 100% at this point. I thought Jared was going to give a plug to the meadery here. I thought he was like, you got to go down there. You got to get the great uncle. You have to try this. And then he just like, phew, bam, crash and burn.
No,
Totally
sorry
failed
about
me.
Leaker's Meadery.
The meadery stuff is interesting. If you like sweet stuff, it's really, really good. They do make some barrel aged stuff. There's some of the more traditional meats. It's pretty
traditional stuff's
it's
where it's at.
Very, very interesting. And if you're down for a glass or two, great. If you're down for more than that, you're going to hurt. That's where that is. The other thing that I would like to try, and we need to make this thing, I used to play a Copper Run distillery back before I was a whiskey drinker, and I have not had their stuff in a very long time, but they've been around quite a while now. And
who's that?
Copper Run.
Copper Run. Okay.
I think we probably need to try some of their stuff.
They've got a single malt that's not bad.
Yeah?
Yeah, Marv gave me a bottle of it from the last time he played down there.
Okay.
I was like, it wasn't as good as the Del Bach.
Yeah.
That was just smoky and that was something else. That was on its own level. But
American single malts are kind of like on the rise. It's kind of they're kind of trendy right now.
Okay, so a couple things here. So Alvy, that's probably going to show up all. Yeah, I did show up. Okay,
I already read that one.
Did you?
I read that one.
So have you had Raw and Sons?
I haven't.
I've pinned it to go there. I think I had it when I was in Oklahoma City.
Okay, I've had it a couple different times, and I will tell you thus far, nothing bad, but nothing that made me jump for joy. I haven't had anything that blew me away from them guys.
That was when I went on my rant about Austin not being a cool place, and Patrick said this, and then he said this, and then Alvy said, "Mwah."
Yeah, well, he also said, come down and he'd take care of us. So
that's fair.
I've only been to Austin once. I didn't do anything when I was down there. So
I was on a show with Ray Wiley Hubbard when I was in Austin.
Dude, look at me. I did stuff that nobody else did.
Superstar.
Hubbard.
All right. Just sounds nasty.
Nobody else has anything that they think we absolutely have to have? That didn't
Go
go
over to
numbers.
Boattown off exit 123 and I-44. And it's easy to get to if you're traveling through Missouri.
What's that?
Boattown Brewing Company.
Oh, Boattown's pretty
Boattown's
good.
good.
Oh, you know what? This isn't in our area, but beer-wise, I was thinking distilleries, but beer-wise, Bee's Knees. What some good, tasty damn beer.
That'd be worth going for.
Yeah, and apparently good food too. I just want to go up and have a trip.
Actually, if we're going to call out some of the breweries on this, besides the Springfield stuff, which we're always at,
Yeah,
Cassville, the name
Hungry Hollow.
Hungry Hollow.
Yeah,
they had some really good stuff down there, but I also had that French press hop beer that they do, where you get the beer and then they put hops in there and they French press it. Man, I can't get over it. That was so good, such a unique flavor. I really want to try that again. I actually think the meadery should do it to that mead, the hop mead that they got. Yeah,
that's not a bad idea.
I think so.
Patrick says Tom's Town Distillery out of Kansas City.
Good stuff.
I have not had their
I haven't
stuff.
had it. I don't know.
You'd like
Good
it?
stuff. Some of it's good.
Yeah, that's kind of like Riker's, right? Like it's hit and miss.
So I think we've got another bottle of Riger's heading our way. Somebody else got us, and I just a heads up. They said they didn't like it, and that's one of the reasons they're bringing it to us.
I've
Which
had a
one's
bottle
that?
at my house. And I think you
of
drank
Rikers?
off of it, but I've never brought it up here.
So we've had. Did we drink one or two at Patrick's? I think we drank one at Patrick's. We had one that was brought up here.
Very true. Very, very true.
So I've got another barrel select from Lucas Liquor at my house. I think you've tried it.
Of
If
Riker's.
you haven't, then
So the
Was
Riker
that the one
stuff.
we had? That wasn't the one we had tonight, was it?
No, not the other night.
Okay.
That was
Rikers
last
is
night.
out of Kansas City, by the way. If you guys aren't following with us, the Rikers is all over the board. Like they're like run of the mill, like cheap bottle. I thought was not very good. And then
that was the one we had here, right?
That was the one we had here.
And then we went to Patrick's.
And we had like something special.
Some kind of label thing. And Patrick, if you remember, you could put it up there for us.
It was quite good.
It was very good. And then did we not have one more?
I might have brought one down.
I think you had one. I don't
know.
think I
Maybe
had
it was the one Jared had. I
think it was another like Oban 18 situation.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Bastards didn't invite me.
So we got a bottle of J. Riger Monogram coming, but so I'll just read you the whole text. It ends with tastes like shit. You need to try this. And
always in for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that. I mean,
I don't know.
Now I will say the guy that texted me that has completely different flavor tastes than I do. So I'm not going to say it tastes bad. It might or it might not, but I'm interested for it. So
Christopher, can you tell me what happened in my life that when somebody reaches out and says this tastes like shit, you need to try it? My first instinct is like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like what happened? I used to be a good person.
I'm the same way. Someone said this is horrible. I'm like, all right, yeah, let's see what that's like.
Nuts.
All right, let's see.
Woods has this 14 again, up to $107. I bought it for $82.
Man.
And it was at $125 up there for a while.
So I'm curious what you think
120.
about the difference in that 14 and 18 before we totally shut this down. I kept flopping back and forth of them. I really, really like the 14.
I only have the 18 in my glass, so.
I really like the 14, but then I go to that 18 and I go, well, that's pretty good.
Pour yourself a little bit.
But
of
at the
18,
end of the
let me
day,
smell.
I keep coming back to that. I think the 14's where I would end up being.
You're saying I made the wrong decision.
No, not really. The 18 is also good. I would just be curious what your thoughts was.
You want to sip the 18?
Yeah. Well, there's that hum again.
We'll have to figure out which microphone's making the hum.
It's probably this new one. I haven't seen this guy. It's new stuff. Probably have a filling setting it off or something.
No, I think
I was doing it before you got in here.
I'm at the 18. I think the 18 is. What's the price difference in these two scotches? We're working with Oban. Is it Oban?
Oban. Yep. I bought this for $120, and I bought this for $82. But this is already up to $107 again at our local store.
But that just means that this one's gone up too. I'm sure.
I'm sure it has. But
So you're talking about like a
it's $20, $30.
Yeah,
Who knows?
$30, $40 price difference depending. I think this one might be worth it.
This one's worth it. It's better than that was good. I'm not casting any shade on it.
The only real difference is there's a shade more smoke on here, and there is a bit of a sour note that fills in a hole that one don't have, which gives it a bigger flavor, which I like. Now,
this one is
head to head, I tend to keep picking this one, but as I drink longer, I start to lean towards that one.
Let's see why this one's
so. That's where I end up with
so
it.
the 18 is to me it's a lot smoother. It doesn't bite back as much, which are all qualities that I appreciate in squash.
Oh
in
my
a
God.
scotch.
Albie, thank you. Good night.
I think 18 is where I'm at.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, we got anything else we needed to talk about over here tonight?
Boy, I don't think so. What do we know what we're doing next week?
Yeah, I was going to say, so tune in next week. We're going to have Danny Lewis from Devil's Canyon Brewery is going to be on here, and he's going to drink some wine with us. I think we're going to review a couple of his beers on the regular set.
Yeah.
We'll probably drinking wine next week, so grab you a glass and enjoy some wine. Danny also does ghost hunting, and he's going to try to scrounge up some video and audio that for us if he's got anything that he thinks is worth watching.
Yeah.
And he'll be in here, and then we're going to see him again in the spring, I think. He's a brewer as well. And he was supposed to bring us an IPA and said he wasn't quite ready, so he's going to come back again in the spring and bring it back for us.
Danny makes a fine beer.
He's not. He does make some good beer. Yeah. He's not bringing any ghost hunting equipment
He's not bringing any ghosts
for
with him, is he?
the basement, right?
Well, I
don't
didn't
want to
ask him, but
I don't
now
wanna-
that I'm thinking about it, that might make a cool little thing.
I don't want to know if that shit's down here. I just want to ignore it.
I don't give a shit what you want to know.
Appraisers don't need to know about.
I think it'd be great to
How many people died in the taste
died in this thing.
basement?
Yeah, we have some
Nuts.
weird stories about down here and what it used to be. We don't know if they're true or not. At some point, they said it was a cold storage for bodies, but I kind of don't think that was in this building. So, but yeah, it'd be cool to have one of them little
Did it get
the
cold
little
in here
needle
all of a
things on the
sudden?
back wall that bounced around every
Yeah,
time there
no.
was. I think that'd be great.
Yep, we're good. Yeah. All right. Well, until next week.
Yeah, I guess it's whether it's the year you're getting on with.
Yeah. The beer of the day you're drinking.
Oh,
The year you're recovering from.
You're recovered from that. Cheers to that. Well, I'm here.
Grab a buddy and try something new.
No. See you guys. Good night.